Okay. Okay. Is that a little better? All right. Awesome. Good to go now. Appreciate it. Still getting some weirdness with the delay in the actual. Oh, well, got crime going in the video, but hopefully, I don't know if it seems frozen to you. Oh, just having all kinds of issues today, it seems. All right. Fingers crossed we're good now. There we go. Okay. How we doing today, puppy? I've got my second cup of coffee in me today, so I'm doing a lot better now. Going for number 12. You're an animal. That's awesome. Right, let's plug in these. We'll go ahead and plug in some healthcare as well. Definitely think I want it on the main strip, too. Oh yeah, I forgot you're on the other. You're across the pond a little bit. Righty. 400 more, and we'll lock those specialty buildings. I would be a little concerned if it did. I will definitely say one of the things I miss about being over in Europe is public transport. Especially over when I was in Amsterdam, that main tram line or train line that runs right through there could get basically anywhere in the city I needed to. And tell you what, puppy, just for you, let's go ahead. Turn that down a bit. Your own road, I know. Boom. Puppy Boulevard. Forever immortalized. I think we're making enough. We could probably start upgrading these roads. Little better. Yeah, that's the goal. Going for more of the county style build. I feel like trying to fill up all of the squares with uh like each kilometer by kilometer section and trying or 2 kilometer whatever it is, trying to fill those up with an actual city, it just makes you design really bad cities. If you take on the county or the municipality kind of thing, where each town kind of has its own industry specialization and stuff like that, I feel like it grows a lot better. Um, Probably need to go ahead and put some water in now that I'm thinking about it, because these guys are probably going to start. Look at that. Might have to dig up somebody's yard to maintenance the water and sewer, but it'll be okay. Close enough. Alright, just about 100 more, puppy, and we're there. Yeah, again, I'm working on that. The price of microchips and stuff right now, or whatever the deal is, it feels like computer parts are through the roof, though. Be able to upgrade my rig to be able to do it. Fingers crossed I'll get there. How are we looking on water? Still good on water. Let's go ahead. Fill these in. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is. I had read somewhere at something that like they're talking about moving factories over to West Africa just because China's dropping the ball or because of the supply chain issues or something like that. My brother's all into keeping up with world politics and everything like that, so I just hear it through the grapevine kind of thing. But a little bit more. Got that huge industry demand though. There. Mine's not terrible. I have a Radeon. I don't actually remember what the thing is off the top of my head. I bought a pre-built PC about 3 years ago, so it's still good and it does what I need it to do. It's just now that I'm decided I'm gonna start picking up streaming as a hobby and video recordings and everything. It's but all right, specialized industry. Definitely, definitely. And I don't think we're going to try and grow crops in the middle of a lake, so I think we're okay. Definitely plug that guy in somewhere that it's not going to mess with anything. Start plugging in tree plantations. Maintain some walkability for the population too. Got to put in. Beautiful. Perfect. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like sometimes they almost design them to go bad. Actually, I think Apple got busted for that a little while ago for designing their products to go bad after their warranties ended. Oh yeah, I just prefer the ease of access just with it and the fact that it's not gonna, if I want to take it to a repair shop or something, it's not gonna void my warranty. Alright, I think that should be enough upgrading for a little bit at least. Oh wait, do we have fishing? Yeah, we do. Oh gosh, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Maybe not doing fishing. Yeah, exactly. It's actually an issue right now. Over here in the Midwest in the United States, farmers are actually they have to learn how to hack computers now because John Deere and corporations like that, they void their warranty if they try to fix their own tractors. I don't think our police station's doing very well. Spend a little bit and move him. Put him back in the back corner. Might be able to access things a little bit easier instead of having to go all the way around. I think from now on we'll just use regular roads. Be able to save a little bit of time. I don't think it costs anymore. I do think we should have enough of a population. We can't afford a high school. Can't afford a library. But... yeah, 300 citizens. Yeah, we probably need to get a high school in. Oh, it's absolutely ridiculous. So, I don't know if you heard me before, but I'm an agricultural major, and one of the things that we did have to take was agricultural mechanics. And that was one of the things my professor always went on tangents about. Was it used to be when I taught this class, all I had to teach you was the mechanics of everything, how to fix things, turn wrenches, welding. Like, now I have to teach computer stuff, and I don't know that stuff, so I have to teach myself it. Okay. What do we want to do next? First, before I forget, probably go over one more road and then put in some. Put in some. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I see toddlers and stuff with tablets now, which I'm not I'm not anti-technology by any means. It's just I don't like it when corporations and stuff get to decide what we're allowed to do with products we purchase and things like that. It really irks me. Sweet. Awesome. Alrighty. Probably do another one up here. Okay, I think we could put in a park maybe over here right off of the main road. I guess we can put him in the zone. It really doesn't matter that much. Do a small one. Yeah. A 2x2 on our block scheme. Foggy Meadows. I would say this is a small park. Yeah, I'll have to name another road. And we'll put a side gate over here. Okay. If I could spell it correctly, that would be right. There we go. 2 followers, 2 named roads. Beautiful. Right in there for the Park Plaza. Industrial hellscape. There's a guy on YouTube, City Planner Plays, and he does a really good job of actually breaking down the science. I don't know if it's actually considered a science, but the actual like planning portions and like the things that go into consideration in city planning meetings and things like that while they build. And so it's totally mimicry right now. I'm just kind of like, I'm taking the things that I've seen him do and try to implement them. So we'll see how this goes. But from what I understand, adding parks around an area will boost an entertainment value, and to level up your buildings, you kind of have to have a certain level of, or you have to have a certain level of entertainment value around them, and then you also have to have a certain level of education value around them. So once we get our next boost, hopefully we can go ahead and add a high school, and then we can start getting a bunch of leveled up buildings. Which we just got a leveled up building right over there. So that works out fine. One of the things I actually want to do for this park is make it free. I know it's a game, but it always irritates the living hell out of me where there's private parks in the middle of cities. Don't see it too often, but it does irritate me. I think we can now do a little bit of beautification along our main strip. Our tropical area. Just a couple of palm trees. Ooh, a little bit of glitching right there. Okay. That's weird. Internet speed just tanked all of a sudden. That was weird. Alrighty, let's add some more entertainment value. We'll put Art Cafe right along the main strip. Work info booth maybe right across from the plaza, or nah, let's keep more of the buildings on the outside of it. We will put a restroom right in the center though. Pretty easy. And maybe plunk some more palm trees and stuff down. There. Oh, it deletes the grass around it? Okay, I didn't know it did that. Palm plant, does that do? Yeah, it does the same thing, because it's right next to it. A wall of bamboo. Sitting area. I really want to do this on my own, at my own place, where I just have like a wall of bamboo, and then on the inside of it, there's just like a really tranquil, like, I believe they're called tea gardens or something like that, or just like a meditation spot or something. I really want to do that. Do a little bit of a wall of bamboo in that part. Give them a little bit of privacy kind of thing. Maybe block off some extra areas and we'll put in gazebos. Like that, just to add a little bit more entertainment value. I don't have the gazebos unlocked. I forgot you had to unlock those. What do we need to boost this park? We need... Okay, so the entertainment's good. We just need more visitors. And it's got a 0 fee, so that's just going to happen over time. I'd really like to do the really dense bamboo, almost like a wall. There's actually this stuff, I believe it's called Mondo, something like that. It's some really cool name, but the diameter of it can get up to like almost 12 inches, or what is that, 100 centimeters? I'm not good with converting metrics. Okay, we'll add in some breakup of this grid. And let's actually go ahead and upgrade roads over here. Well, I was definitely wrong then. 100 centimeters, 39 inches. I was a little off. So what? A foot is what, like 1/3 of a meter? So it would be what, 30 centimeters, 33 centimeters, something like that would be a foot. Oh, we're running out of power. This is the annoying part where it goes, okay, do you clunk down another coal plant and then you're polluting even more, or do we try to go and just patch it up with a wind? And definitely not going to be wind, because the only spot is over there on the hills. Okay, so 30. Quick maths. It was quick math. It was wrong, but it was quick. Yeah, we're going to clunk down another coal plant. What was the... Okay, so the pollution shouldn't touch the housing development we've got going on. No maths, only Google. I like it. Okay, so we don't have enough places buying our industry. It popped away, but we can go ahead and... What gives... Okay, no pollution. So go ahead and plunk this down. That's gonna... We'll clunk this down and start replacing these manufacturing industries with some greener stuff. Right there. That shouldn't mess with anybody too bad, and it'll give us a little bit more processing power. Wow, that was expensive. Should have been paying attention to that. About to hit that next milestone, though, I believe, so we should be okay. Well, don't have the money for that right now, so let's focus on... Oh, we need that high school. We really need that high school. Don't want to spend more money. I definitely think the desert was a good idea, a good challenge to see if we can... The water thing is going to be interesting. Plunk it down in a river. And definitely have to deal with water treatments. Still don't have any fire issues, which is good, because I don't have the money for a fire department right now. Probably plug in some more commercial. Focus mainly on doing. And we definitely have enough money. We go ahead. Let's actually go ahead and set up for our roundabout at the top portion. That was 8. Okay, so that can definitely be kind of our center thing we've got going, and then we can really start breaking up the Las Vegas style water solution. Miles of pumps. Absolutely. I mean, unless we have some type of water vaporator or something, but this isn't surviving Mars, so... Yeah, there is no water connection, and I don't believe... I would assume there's a water source on this thing, but I would be afraid to put down you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, that's the beauty of video games, right? Is you can plunk something down and here, and if it doesn't work, we delete it and pretend it doesn't exist. Let's try it. If it just sucks the lake dry, well, we know. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Look at it. It's just, there goes the lake. There might be a water source in that. It actually looks like it's kind of like pulsing right in the middle, so I do believe there's actually a water source. Oh. I thought there was a milestone for that one. For 1,000. What's the next milestone? Oh, 28, Boomtown. Okay. What was fast? The lake refill? Oh, the lake drain? Yeah, I mean, you could see it just going back and forth. We'll blame you if it drains the lake, okay? You peer pressured me. They're definitely having issues, and I'm debating we plunk down, is it accessibility we're having an issue with? Because it's only using 4 out of 10 police cars. Or are we having an issue where we don't have enough holding cells? We don't have policies yet. No, we don't. Nothing that would help us with that. Yeah, you heard me. You'll get blamed for the lake drain. We still not level 2 over here? We're definitely leveling up over here with the commercials, which is a good thing. Like I said, we just not... don't think I'm expanding fast enough. I think one of the things... we'll go ahead and we're just going to try and make a shopping center right here. It's just going to be shopping center style. Right there. We will go ahead and boost that. That's close enough. Little shopping. Pause though. I can plunk down. That one's too big, right? Yeah, way too. Yeah, perfect. And of course it's like slightly off. As my father-in-law would say, you take a shot of whiskey and measure it again. And commercial leading right up to that. Thin it out. Little shopping district right there. Still have a massive industrial, so I think the solution industrial thing is gonna be, let's plug those down. Switch to fill. Start going ballistic right here. We can reduce that industrial need a little bit. Don't have enough. May have enough to plug down another piece. What do we got going on today, guys? I believe it was a cell thing, because I think if I go back and I check the police station, it's probably going to come back and tell me that the cells, yeah, the cells opened up. So we were having an issue with the cells, not necessarily. And we do not have the jail. We unlock that. Yeah, we're nowhere near there. We really just need to save up several things we need to save up for. Only vibes. I'm digging it. Only vibes today. Is it a Bones Day? Somebody's got to check if it's a Bones Day. And got to do water again. A little dehydration never hurt nobody. Not like we live in the desert over here. I feel like a website needs to be made just solely for the thing to tell you, for the sole purpose of, is it a Bones Day? Let me check. Check if it's a Bones Day. No bones today? Dang it. Well, I guess that gives us more... I guess we're just vibing. Alright, level 2. Finally. Upgrading all of these. I'm happy to say we have not had to mess with our budget. Everything's been at that 100% mark, that fully funded. Right, and no more dirt roads. Alright, already better than Florida's infrastructure. Want to do that, or do I want to? I think we'll hit it with a grid. After this, we'll start focusing on more of a non-grid. And yeah, class getting canceled is always fun. I just had I'm finishing up projects for that end of the semester thing, so I just had to write I had to do an informational pamphlet on agricultural education and the potential for new people, new and considering the profession. Oh. Okay, so should be okay after this one. We'll it. Let's agua for citizens. Okay. Try to fix up that park a little bit. Ironic that we have a park pier in the middle of the desert. Like that's the thing that we unlock before gazebos. Payment value. Gotta get to 420. Blaze it. Or the entertainment value. Biddy. Put a small part cap. Edges. Decoration. Got it. There we go. More pathways. Down. I would want to go to this. I definitely. Oh, and everything's on fire. Oh, this is that time that we need the firehouse. And cops and firefighters like to be near each other, so we'll put the cops and the firefighters near each other. Oh, look at it. Look at them go. Everything's on fire. Save us. Save us, boys. Save us. Come on, guys. Hurry up. There's not going to be much left of that house if you don't. Oh, man. Definitely need to plug in some more residentials back here. There's enough commercial in that region. I should be okay to just finish putting the... Okay. Gonna need to upgrade our trash soon. Oh, am I gonna have to do a landfill? I hate landfills. Ah. It's so much cheaper though, and it has such a higher processing for garbage. We're gonna put one in. Oh, there's such a pain in the booty. And it really bugs me that the same tier road for the residential road or the regular paved roads have white lights, and the main boulevard road or the boulevard road of the same tier has yellow lights. Really bugging me. Alrighty. Go for... We really need that high school to get to the next level for everything. So definitely at the same time. So let's go ahead. What we'll do is we will just this. Put a dog park in there. I know there's a park right here, but be a nice little area, a nice place to raise family. And I think we're gonna go for the high school right there in the corner over there, or maybe we should go for the high school right there on that square. So what do we need to save up for this high school? 24,000. Man. Man. Definitely not a bad-looking game, I'll say that. I love Paradox. Awesome publisher. Not sponsored, but would definitely take it. Start adding. We know that we definitely want this to be our old. Go Old Town. Fire. Like I said, we're gonna do kind of like a county thing, less of a gigantic city. Go for. What do we want to name this town? Belmont Heights. I'm not digging it. Oh, we leveled up on our industry area. Sweet. So hopefully it starts turning a little bit more of a profit. Not what I meant to click. What do we want to call it? What do we want to call it? Call it Befeeville. Like it. It's gonna be the placeholder for right now. Whoops. BF. Befeeville. Befeeville. Yes, I am. Because I have a potato for a computer. So it can handle taking the stream from the Xbox and putting it on Twitch, but for whatever reason, it doesn't like it. I'm thinking about trying maybe Stardew Valley, or maybe do some RimWorld, just because for whatever reason, if I try to do anything beyond like a two-dimensional game, and I know RimWorld has a lot of processing capacity, but once for whatever reason after startup, my computer has no issues with it. But yeah, for right now, the larger games like City Skylines, the Hunter Call of the Wild, things like that. Puppy had actually mentioned the Hunter Classic would free to play, and it might run a little better on the computer, and I would be able to do streams there. So keep that one in mind in the future. That's fun. Two. Nope. Do one right there, but kind of not in the area. Running out of space. Yeah, I'm not. I think we're just going to keep this porch area. Maybe if we buy the other thing. It does, but there's actually a mod that condenses or minimizes a lot of that. Something about the Magic Rock stops storing all of the files it doesn't need anymore. I don't. Magic Rock being the computer. There's a mod that helps drastically lower the resources in later games. I suck at the game anyway, so I don't know if it would make it very long. Don't get that noise going here, and we will eventually, I think, maybe some offices. Right now, it'll still stay blank. A blank canvas. I don't know what accent that was. All right, here we go. High school. Why did I put the thing? All right, we're imminent domaining. for imminent domaining. It'll level up everybody else in the place, so it's okay. I think we'll put some basketball courts on the other side, just so it's kind of like a campus-style thing, and in the meantime, I'm going to get zoning right behind it, because that's weird. Then we... Yakurashi. I'm going to do the band. Let's do the palm tree. Dang, that's a big palm tree. That's a 2-story... Jeez. There. 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 Oh, we got something. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Go away, house. Thank you. Be a great city plan. Alders in the back. Pretty campus. Flowers in this one, or nope, flowers are not. We have to go into parks. Do fence. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. That quit my job becoming a landscape designer. Okay, we've got a little shopping district. Alright, I'm thinking this calls for a second cup of coffee. We're about halfway through the stream, so right back. Alrighty, we are back. Got that other cup of coffee. I definitely agree with it not being a Bones Day. I looked outside and I was like, you know what? Today is not a Bones Day. Today is a day chill. Oh, hey, look, that Boomtown. Boomtown. We finally get public transport. I am horrendous at planning this. Or industry, recreational use. Definitely going to implement the recreational use policy as just a blanket policy right away. That's going to free up some of those cells we were having an issue with. Excuse me. And then should be we're almost averaging a level 3 or a level 2, excuse me, on all of our commercial. Our residential should start going up now because of the education. And I apologize for all of the noise in the background. My old potato of a dog decided he was going to go walk around, and he likes to tap his toes everywhere he walks. And there's the other one. That's the goober. What are you guys doing? You can't go outside. Alrighty. So, how are we looking? Our education looks pretty good. We've got 40 eligible for university, but that's... I apologize for him right now. You insulted him. No, he likes being called a potato. We jokingly call him our little Kartoffeln, which is potato in... Oh, it actually means potatoes in German. But so... All right. Take an overview of the city. That's what we've got going, and I really don't want to try go outside of this with this main city, and I really like to. There's along this this southern, I guess it would be southern. There's not really a north-south in this game, I don't believe. There's a ridge right here, and it looks way too steep to be able to do anything. So I'd really like the border, the natural border of the city to follow right there. So... Ugh. Oh, we're losing population. Probably means people are dying. And we have no death care, so that is one of the things we're going to go ahead. I really don't want to plunk down a cemetery over by the landfill, so let's not do that. The dogs did not get the update that it was not a Bones Day. At least one of them did. Okay, now she's accepting. Could plunk down a public library. How much does that boost? It does give entertainment value, which we are kind of lacking in. Could do up on this main strip, could definitely plug in that. How much is this per? It's 400 a week. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, let's plunk down this library and see if we can get some extra little bit of entertainment and education out of it. Then... Oh, wow, that sunk down. That was a lot more of a... I should check the topo before I Alright. Have the encourage biking policy yet, do we? No, we do not. When do we unlock the... Wow, 5,000 people. Okay, well, I guess we're about halfway there, so... Good coffee. So, I don't know about anybody else, but I am a basic-ass bitch when it comes to pumpkin spice, and will eat that crap up all day long. So, I am currently sipping on some Starbucks basic-ass pumpkin spice coffee. Just black drip coffee, though. Not in... Trying to cut back on some calories, so... Okay, totally spaced. We have public transport for buses. Don't think we necessarily warrant them yet, just because traffic flow is really good. I feel like the city's pretty walkable. Coffee doesn't have a lot of calories. Black coffee by itself has 5 calories. Coffee creamer, though, usually is made with heavy cream, and fats are 9 calories per gram, versus a protein and a carb, which are about 6 calories per gram. So, I try to cut back on the coffee creamer when I can. When I have I have a really big hike coming up on Friday. That will be a day that I allow myself some frou-frou. I'm sorry, not Friday, Saturday. That'll be a day I allow some frou-frou in my coffee, because I'm gonna need it. Because it'll probably be about a 3 or 4 hour hike. Which apparently people live stream their physical activity. I didn't know that. There was a guy that live streamed a 5K he ran. And not like an actual race, it was just him training. Didn't know people did that. But he raided a channel I was watching at the time, and I was like, huh, that's cool. Ooh, I don't think we're big enough for a zoo. We do have ore stuff now, but unfortunately, ores all the way over there. Oil on over here, and that looks to be about it. And I don't want to start on another town yet until really get this one kind of filled out and fleshed out. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, just because we have some extra money though, I'm going to go ahead, reform, and do kind of where I want border of the town to, as far as like, we could maybe have something over there on the right. I'd really like to get kind of this organic shape for the border, just because like I feel like that would be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Oh man, are my palm trees on fire? Save him! Oh god, I forgot. They've got to go all the way out. Oh, I've got to fix that. Think we're gonna... That's not gonna fix it, is it? No, that's not. That's a problem. I guess we could technically turn this into a roundabout if we wanted to. If we do, we could take these back. Maybe not a roundabout, but a Palma de Fuego. Fire palms. Yep, now they finally are over there. Don't save him. Okay. Breaking the immersion here, but I think we're going to change this to a diamond interchange. We might have enough room to do an actual roundabout. Experiment with some dirt road. We did a full. Yeah, so we need half. 40. Okay. Hey, that was. I apologize for the dogs. 1 second. Okay, awkward silence over. I apologize. We have a rescue, and she is hyper, uh, vigilant, I guess you would say. That's a term mainly used for kind of PTSD, but I would venture to say, so when we got her, we believe she was a bait dog for fighting. So we have had to adjust accordingly to our, and this is going to make it really ugly, but that's actually not that bad. It just kind of turned it into an ellipse. Yeah, every single time she hears any noise, she goes ballistic. And just starting out on streaming, kind of don't have anywhere to do this quietly right now. Oh, that's good. Okay, and let's just make sure our changes are good. All right, good. A-okay. Yeah, and that doesn't look too bad. Do what you can with what you got. And now, our palm trees should be safe. What do we want to do? We definitely need more housing. That'll boost our revenue quite a bit. I think we can go ahead and let's maybe do kind of, we'll do is we square this off and we'll give ourselves a defined area to have some organic shapes. That way we don't end up with kind of the gridlock thing that you end up going where you're trying to get diversity in your street layout, but at the same time you can there's still a lot of connectivity going on, so we don't have any. Do this number, put a little cul-de-sac there, little cheeky thing. I probably need to back this up one. Cheeky thing for console and non-modded players. You can do that, and that makes it a perfect roundabout. Perfect mini roundabout. And the AI will have no issues sending cars down that. I thought that was a car driving on. That freeform. That's gonna bug the living hell out of me though. Yellow lights. This is kind of our like. I'm not picking that. Okay, that'll be fine for that. We can go ahead and plug in some agua back there. Go here. Oh, that's gonna. And good enough for government work on the pipes. So, and then what we will do is go for kind of like a small corner shop there, small corner shop there, there. And we will for the rest of it. Boom. That should start filling in pretty quickly, and we'll get ourselves kind of like a little bit more organic street layout going back there, and break up the monotony of the grid. Because, like I said, it's efficient. It really is efficient, but oh my gods, it makes me want to claw my hair out because it's like watching paint dry with the grid. I mean, look at that. There's nothing interesting about that. That adds a little bit more interest. I mean, this organic thing right here adds a lot more interest. Excuse me, something interesting to look at. So, like to start implementing that. And like I said, I'd really prefer keep this part of the county in this area. And then once we get that established, we can go ahead and we'll build like a county highway, which I think this is what will end up making the county highway. With we do this, that's a 2-lane. We go like this. We can turn this county highway kind of thing. Not something that like we're gonna get regional travel, or excuse me, not regional travel, but interstate travel going on a lot. But it will definitely allow citizens that may be from one side of the county or the other or whatever, they can kind of get back and forth. And there's a highway right here. And so we can definitely have like a more direct route for our industrial areas as we build those up. And I definitely want to move those general industrial areas into a more isolated location, kind of like an industrial park. That way we can focus mainly, or we can keep the area nice and clean. Because, I mean, in real life, I was driving up like this and I saw all the pollution and everything. It's not going to give me a good idea of the city. I'd really like to see this cleaned up a bit more. But other than that, I think the city's pretty attractive. We're getting some nice leveling up going on. Need some more commercial, but that's really not that big of a deal. Kids are going to school. See where we're at with education. Okay, still good on that. We can probably use a little bit more elementary. And so with this being a fancy area, we'll go ahead and here. Oh, right, we didn't. This is probably the only thing it's waiting on is increased. They need something in between. We'll plunk down a info booth here. They need something in between that, because I mean, especially in the desert, we don't have anything. The gazebos, I really want to do our little private seating area, like party area. Maybe they can rent out the gazebos and things like that. I need just a little more. We're gonna put in another restroom because restrooms add entertainment. That should take us up to our next level. Righty. Oh my gosh! 1 point. 1 point. Can we add a policy, maybe? No, not... Recycle garbage? Nature reserve. It only does a nature reserve. Oh my. They're trying not to spend a bunch of money because I'm about to go and start upping. Okay, so we got the park cafe, which adds 50. We could just go ahead and delete these park restrooms. And what we'll do is... Wow. Okay, that'll work too. And then we can go ahead and do our gazebo thing that we want to do, where people can rent some gazebos and have a nice little eating area thingy going on. Picnics. Okay, let's... Why am I here? Add a doggy park. No. Doggy park. Oh. Plaza, and maybe now. Just add basketball courts to the high school, so we can kind of have like this is the campus kind of thing. Yeah, we'll put it right outside, and then we'll do tennis court. That's about even. We can... There. Garbage can. Probably won't. Yeah, we won't. But we've got basketball and tennis courts. And so that's the high school campus kind of thing. It would have been cool with the education DLC, the campus life DLC, if they would have added more customization. That would have been something I would have really liked to see. Oh god. Oh god. Why are we on... How are we on fire right next to the firehouse? We're gonna have to do smoke detector distribution, aren't we? Blanket smoke detector distribution. They were on break. You know, having worked in emergency services, I might have been inclined to agree with you if I hadn't, but I will give a shout out to firefighters. Those are some of the hardest working mofos on the planet. Working with cops, I really don't know. I didn't get to see them in a non like emergency setting, but the firefighters are some of the hardest workers I've ever met in my life. Constantly doing something. They are also like the biggest meatheads of the emergency services. Like holy crap! Like EMTs, paramedics. I always felt like we were super like the like calm, cool, collected, and I know that kind of sounds like egotistical or whatever, but the firefighters would be like, you'd look over and be, hey man, let's put on all of our gear and see how long we can run up the stairs without oxygen. And you just watch them, and they, but they were good guys. They were definitely the meatheads of emergency services. So I guess now the question is, how do we want to do? I guess we over here. This is nope. Okay. So let's do a... That's not going to work. Okay, so we'll do that, and this at a 2, just Make 2 boxes over here, and we might actually... I think I'm going to extend the shopping center district part of it maybe to over here, and so we'll just do kind of like this number. I don't want that hooked up like that. Do this. Speaking of firefighters, if you guys have ever seen that video of like, I think they're Czech firefighters. They're watching the football club, or they're watching like some kind of like soccer tournament thing. And they all just drop what they're doing, except for that one guy where he stands there and he's like, oh God. He's probably like the paperwork guy, or maybe he wasn't actually on shift that day or whatever, but it's just hilarious. They all drop everything except for that one guy. Guess I probably could do residential the whole way if I'm going to do... Like, it should be enough walking distance for them to be able to be like this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Because they're going to get the pollution thingy. I'm going to leave that one open, probably plug down a dog park. We can get some extra entertainment going on over in that direction. Probably need to update our utility pathways. Just a little bit, not a ton. Fun fact for you guys, don't get old, it's bad for you. Alrighty. Now the connections to these county highways, and in some areas, especially in America, and up that lived there, didn't fully understand how things worked. In America, sometimes county highways literally just start on main roads. They just connect, especially if there's not a ton of traffic on them. So we're going to say that. We're going to say that this is like Arizona or New Mexico or somewhere else in the southwest of the United States. They are just traffic. Oh, look at that. Just about perfect spacing. Once we were able to upgrade that to, okay, maybe not perfect spacing, but... Okay, so that's the middle. But definitely... We will do that number so we can follow the contour. Here. There, we'll have another little block on the shopping district. We're just going to have this whole area kind of be the shopping district center. Commercial district. And also the sound from the highway really won't bother him that much. Go ahead with our entertainment. Actually, first let's leave about a 3 gap there. How did that... I should have put it... I don't think I have the high-rise band in. That's because that just looks super out of place over there. That's okay, though. Okay, industry. Things we are lacking in. We should go ahead and start looking into purchasing another area. So this has oil. We're not near getting oil yet. That has ore and oil. So these two have the railroad. Oh. I mean, it is pretty flat, so we should be able to do kind of like an internal network of it pretty well. That has a lot. Got the edge of the map, but we could run a tunnel right through there and have a totally industrial area or oil. It's probably saying that the fertile land is in the water, and I really don't want to mess with that too bad, so we could probably just do forestry or oil, whatever, and space that out pretty well. We do have some ore right here, though, and I have 2 spots available. We go down here. Okay, so I definitely know I want to get that one because it has the rail system. And I would like to be able to be hooked up to the rest of the rail system, so that way we don't run into the problem where we're constantly having trucks clog up our arterial and collector roads. And so, especially with there being oil and forestry down here, we can have some more industrial. We can also expand our industrial part down this way. There's a lot of oil right here, and really could just take on the whole kind of OPEC UAE mentality of just oil. That's all we're going to focus on. We'll come back to the other one. Just definitely know that's what I want to do right now. What do we have? When we need 11. We're a bit of a ways off from that. What do we need for the oil industry? 5,500. So we're not too far off from that. So hopefully, because that's really where you start making your money, is once you get into the ore and oil specializations. There's not a ton going on that we would really be able to use these. Is now downpouring. Cold and wet right now. For what we have going on up here on these, not a ton going on. I don't like the look of building up into the hills with these, so we honestly might just turn this into a wind farm area, just because not a lot going on. And that'll supplement our power needs, and we can become a lot less reliant on the coal. Once we get the oil industry going, we'll really be able to start cleaning it up, because I believe the oil power production is like half of that. Or nope, not half. Okay, it's 15. Okay. Fail. Ooh. Let's go back to focusing on this town. I think what we're going to start doing is we've kind of got the city proper going on right there. What we'll start doing is developing the rural areas, and I know that this is the border that I really don't want to cross with this area. That nice line right there. I would prefer over, up, over. Fill all this in. This will just be temporary till we really decide if we want to do another little town in this area, or something like that. But it kind of looks like Befeeville. It's supposed to be BFE. Alright, so for the rural roads, we are going to go back to dirt. What we'll do, especially off this county highway, there's not a lot of ag that's going to be going on, but they will be rural. And I do know that the, especially in America, I mean, Europe, you guys are so old as far as, like, development-wise. And that, you guys really don't have kind of this breakdown. There's just giant gaps. So if we do probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Go 8 by 100. We could really start developing kind of rural areas. We do have some more forestry going on in here, so we could start introducing another industry. I think that's kind of going to be how we're zone out our, because then what we can do is we can just start filling in area. That we'll make it go 2 and 4, just so we get a little more. That. That's how we're going to try and really focus on. So we could probably do kind of like an industrial area far as that's concerned. Wow, that's not as near as much as I thought it was going to be. We can still do is this. We can actually use this area as well as kind of like an industrial park kind of thing. This do have our little industrial park zone, and we can honestly connect it up to the county highway and have the county highway connect up maybe back over here. That way we have more of a direct route. Trying to kind of trying to think ahead a little. Our lake's still not dry, so Little Miss, you get off scot-free this time. Roads. We will cut here. Left side of it, we will have our industrial park. Other side of it, we will have forestry. This as well, so that way we can down our main buildings for our forestry company. Definitely want that one off the main strip. Birch logging area. Try to. You guys here. That efficiency. Kind of our spacing like that. That way we can have some walkability for the workers. Water connect. Okay, so we should go ahead. The road over. That should separate the pollution from our general industrial area that we're producing. Instead, we can go ahead and connect this guy to a not have enough. a little bit more. Ooh, too much. If I could figure out where I'm going. Alright, and fingers crossed this doesn't look like a bag of ass. Hey, doesn't look bad. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to try connect, reform this bad boy, if I would correctly. I think what we're going to try and do, we're going to try and set up a roundabout off the overpass. We're going to see if we can have lanes leading in, lanes leading off, lanes leading in, lanes leading off on both ends, but not interrupt traffic flow. Too much. They don't have to slow down a ton. Just be able to hook up our industrial district directly to the highway. And we're not going to be clogging up our main areas too badly. So we do this, go straight here. Also, I don't have to worry about people cutting across lane, you know, unmodded. Can't do anything for traffic management or anything like that. Oh, that looks so much. Or that looks good. That looks pretty good. And let's just upgrade it. 2-lane highway. We just gotta mimic it on the other side, and I apologize for any of you that are photos. That is science doing. Okay, so we should just have to do the same thing on the other side as here. Good. Stop there. C. Okay. Upgrading. Two. Bit of an issue, but that's not bad. It looks pretty good right here. Alright, yeah, that looks pretty good. Righty, let's take, whoops, our roundabout, which is going to be a little wonky because it's going to be going uphill. Should be okay, though. Ready. Up. Boom, that doesn't look too bad at all. upgrade this to highway. Equal to our trucks or whatever that need to go to and from. Be able to do that right there. I believe all we gotta do, upgrade this. A county highway. Okay, so thinking that this part is probably going to be the best. I think we'll just plug down a roundabout. That. Same thing, almost like we did over there. It is a county highway though, so the traffic shouldn't be too horrendous. We should be able to go about halfway on there. This one. This number. Upgrade that. And ideally, they'll be able to go ahead and this all the way to here. It just kind of fizzles out, just like regular. We'll go ahead in its entirety, or this stretch of it, do the regular one, just so they can go in and out through this road, no problem. Right. Okay, so we've got our logging area established. We know we want to put general purpose industry right here. We're up to about 4,000 people. Let's go ahead and plug down the general industrial stuff. We're going to do this number off of that highway, though. Don't want people stopping on. And okay, so we've got our general industry, we've got our forestry going in over there. Things are going pretty good over here. Traffic's heavy, but I don't think we're doing too bad. Yeah, 94% flow. These are just heavy. They're not backed up or anything. Still having, for whatever reason, things are on fire. So I believe next time we're going to go ahead, we're going to finish up our logging industry, work on more of this rural development area, and then we're going to start focusing. Hopefully we'll be at the point where we have oil specialty unlocked, and we'll go ahead and start working on that, and that'll be our big cash flow thing that's going to be funding a lot more development in the city. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon, and don't forget to check the schedule and tell your friends.